Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is Wrestling Unlimited, as it's Friday, and that means tonight was Friday Night Smackdown. Now, I did enjoy tonight's Smackdown. I thought it was a good show. Kicked it off with the Bloodline stuff, ended it with the Bloodline stuff. I liked Roman at the beginning saying no yeet, then at the end saying we might need some help. So excuse me, trying to burp in the mic. Who is the help you may need? Who are they going to get that help from? Jay? Excuse me. Jay? Sammy? Cody? Doesn't look like Cody. Paul Heyman? I don't know how much help Paul Heyman will give, but Heyman? We'll have to wait and see. But again, I thought tonight's SmackDown was pretty good. Built up a couple of things. Looks like maybe Naomi gets a title shot before Crown Jewel, maybe after Crown Jewel. I don't know, but Naomi seems to be next in line for that WWE Women's Championship, Nia Jax. Not the Women's World title. You ain't got the Women's World title. Ah, thank you, Fozzie. Nia over here forgetting what belt she's got. But good SmackDown. Easy to watch. Flowed really well. And after this stream, we're going to change it up a little bit. So I got asked recently, why don't you ever do your video game streams on the PWU channel? And my thought was, my response, I don't ever play wrestling games. Someone goes, so? I'd watch. I don't like Twitch. And so it made me think. So I put out a poll today on the community tab here on the Pro Wrestling Unlimited YouTube channel and said, would you guys watch if I did game stream? I'll just read the thing. I said, someone recently asked me why I don't do my gaming live streams on YouTube. And I said, because they are never wrestling related. Would you guys watch if I did non-wrestling gaming streams on this channel? 81% said yes. One person said, I absolutely would watch your non-wrestling gaming streams on YouTube. Your presentation and content are top notch. I appreciate that. First says, I would love to see Pro Wrestling Unlimited do a gaming channel. I have a Nintendo Switch. I really enjoy it. I hope you can maybe do a review of some of the games you play on Nintendo Switch if you have one. So I do have a Switch. I haven't played it in a while. Maybe we can play some Switch games here on. I did get I have a copy of the new Legend of Zelda. I can't remember the full name of that game, but I do have that I can play on stream. So yeah, we are going to do, I'm not going to like flood the channel with non-wrestling stuff, but like a couple nights a week, maybe do some gaming streams, do some Fortnite, do some Card Shop Simulator, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Marvel Rivals when that comes out in December. So we'll give you guys just some extra ancillary, I guess is what they call it, content. It's going to be like late night streams and whatnot. So it's not going to flood you through the day or this and that and whatnot. Not going to put clips up from it or we're not changing the channel, but I thought give you guys more content. Some people don't like to go over to Twitch. They want to stay here on YouTube. So roughly 30-45 minutes after we finish this stream, because then I got to put it up on, we got to edit it really fast. Got to put it up on podcast platforms and so forth. Then we'll go live. I think Bangs is going to be with me, and we're going to play some Fortnite tonight. So should have some fun and do some stuff. Elite Tish says you can have your wrestling, gaming, and streaming here. People will still watch. Of course, that's what people are telling me today. I put the poll out, see what they said. 81% of how many people voted? over 300 votes. So yeah, most people said they would watch. So we're going to do that tonight. And if it goes well, we'll continue to keep doing it going forward. But with that, I want to say thank you for joining me here. Twitch.tv/PWU Unlimited, YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited, and podcast services all around the globe like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Pod, Apple Pod, Anchor, iHeartRadio, and so much more. Remember, if you're watching live on Twitch, you can help us out a couple of different ways. You can either help us out by hitting that donate button down below or donating Twitch bits in the live chat. Donating Twitch bits in the live chat is the best way to get your comment, question, or concern read live on the air. Also, remember, if you're watching live on Twitch, you can help us out one of two different ways. You can either help out with a tiered subscription, or you can help us out with Amazon Prime. Because remember, if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Prime Gaming. Prime Gaming gives you a lot of cool things like free games, free stuff for games, and you always get one free subscription to any Twitch channel you want to subscribe to throughout the month. And I'd greatly appreciate it if you did right here, Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Also, remember on Twitch, September might be over, but gift subs are still discounted right now. So if you want to help out and gift some subs to the channel as well, give some other people some subs so that way they don't have to watch ads, you can do so, and they're still discounted, even though we're no longer in, quote, September. Or if you are watching live on YouTube, you can help us out over there. You can help us out by hitting that subscribe button. That way you know when we post new videos. That way you know when we go live. And that way you know when we post to the community tab. Also, remember, if you want to support the channel in another way, you can hit the join button to become a channel member. Even if you do so at just the $1 tier, whether that's here on YouTube or patreon.com/PW Unlimited. We greatly appreciate that. And remember to get your comment, question, or concern read live on YouTube. Hit that super chat button and donate a super chat in the live chat. And finally, head over to the Epic Game Store. Head over to the Epic Game Store and buy something. Whether you're buying a new game, whether you're buying an old game, whether you're claiming a free game like the brand new Off the Grid, which is currently in early access and free on Epic, use this code right here, PW Unlimited. Maybe you're playing Fortnite. Maybe you're trying to get Shaquille O'Neal. Maybe you're trying to get Jigsaw. Or you're playing Fall Guys and getting all their new Halloween costumes. Again, use this code right here, PWU NLIMITED, for all Epic Games and Epic Game Store purchases. So with all of that, well, that's weird. Give me 1 second to refresh what I see on YouTube. Elitist, not true, but I do appreciate that you are a channel member. I do greatly appreciate it. As far as Smackdown does go, Michael Cole welcomed everybody, and we get a shot of Greenville, South Carolina. Cole then set up a video package recapping the Bad Blood main event. Jimmy Uso's music would hit, and Jimmy would make his way out to the ring. We learned that he will be facing Solo later tonight. So the crowd's out chanting Uso for Jimmy, and Jimmy begins to speak. Jimmy then welcomes everybody to Friday Night Smackdown, and Jimmy said that he had been out of action for 6 months because he was put on the shelf by Solo Sikoa. Jimmy noted how Solo jumped him from behind. Jimmy said tonight will be Big Bro versus Little Bro, and he plans on kicking Solo's ass. Jimmy was then interrupted by, well, Roman Reigns, who made his way out to the ring. Loud crowd chants for the OTC, OTC, OTC. Once in the ring, Reigns put his hand out. Well, actually put his finger up, then his hand out for the microphone. Jimmy gave the mic to Roman. Roman walked around the ring, and the crowd cheered for him for offering up another OTC chant. Roman said that tonight he was going to change things up a little bit. He told Greenville to join him in acknowledging him, meaning Jimmy Uso. Crowd didn't cheer loud enough for Roman, so Roman said it again. Greenville, acknowledge Big Jim. And then they cheered louder. Jimmy then grabbed a microphone, and Roman said that he understood, or he said that he understood where Roman was coming from. Roman said that he's not an older brother, so he doesn't understand revenge. Roman also said that he's not a wise man. Paused and goes, yet. Didn't really get much reaction off of that, so I don't understand what that means, but maybe it's a tease of Heyman coming back soon. I don't know. Roman then said he is a tribal chief, and that means that he takes what is his. Roman said that they had it all. The money, the power, the respect. That was not that long ago. Roman recalled how he once told Jimmy to buy all the houses. Roman said that he doesn't like where they are at now. Being out of position, being out of control. Roman said that he is the greatest of all time. He wants everybody to know that when they step foot in the ring, the GOATs are here. Roman said, we the ones. And Jimmy goes, no, we aren't right now. Roman kind of looked at him like, what? Crowd then chanted, yes, you are. And Jimmy said that he sees a chief with no tribe. He sees Roman now, just Roman. Jimmy said that he came back because Roman needed him. Jimmy said that he and Roman need help, and the crowd chanted yeet. Jimmy said that he knows one person that can help them. The crowd cheered and chanted yeet again. Roman then got a stern look on his face and said, no yeet. Jimmy said that Roman will forever be his tribal chief. But Jimmy is the only one in the family who still acknowledges Roman as the tribal chief. Jimmy then left the ring. Roman kind of looked dejected, and that ended the segment. So that ties into the end of the show, like I stated, where at first he said, don't go get Jay. But then at the end, he didn't say go get Jay. He just said, we may need help. So we'll see where it all leads to. Next up, Michael Cole touted that WWE legends were in the house of Backlash, or Bad Blood. I don't know why I said Backlash. Bad Blood. And then we had a 9-minute U.S. title match, LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes. The match was good, not great or anything. Well, these two worked very well together. Andrade was also at ringside. So Knight had the upper hand early, complete with clotheslines over the top rope. With Hayes on the outside, Andrade showed up at ringside, and Hayes argued with Andrade. Knight then took the advantage with a drop kick through the ropes. The two battled on the outside, and the show went to a commercial break. The show returned, and Hayes was working a headlock inside the ring on Knight until Knight, suplexed him. Knight then hit an inverted atomic drop, followed by a clothesline, a pop-up power slam, and an elbow for a 2. Knight stomped on Hayes, but Knight then ran into a super kick from Hayes. Knight then backdropped Hayes, and the two traded pinfall attempts until Knight landed a neck breaker. Knight went to the second rope and jumped to the top to then hit an elbow, and then from the top and hit a nice one to get a near fall. Knight then went for a BFT, but Hayes countered it with an axe kick and a pop-up cutter for a near fall. Hayes then went to the top and briefly hesitated while looking at Andrade, but he still went for nothing but net. It didn't matter, though. Knight moved out of the way and the two traded move attempts. Ultimately, the sequence did lead with a BFT out of nowhere, basically. It was kind of like Knight went for a backdrop on Hayes, backflipped out of it, and as soon as he landed on his feet, LA Knight grabbed him, BFT, and pinned him to pick up the victory and retain the U.S. title. After the match, Hayes rolled out of the ring, and Andrade just looked at him and was like, better luck next time. Well, this was a good match. These two worked very well together. But it's like they're still building up that Carmelo Hayes Andrade stuff because they're tied at 3-3. As we move forward, Jimmy Uso and Cody Rhodes ran into each other backstage. Cody thanked Jimmy for last night. Jimmy was like, I respect you, but you handle your business, we handle our business, and they went their separate ways. There's a video package letting us know exactly who Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson is, and I was like, this is great. This is awesome. Not everybody that watches SmackDown watches NXT. And so because of that, they may not know who these two are. So I'm happy that they gave us brief little video. There were highlights and stuff from their NXT matches, and I was like, this is perfect. So they come down to the ring, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, and immediately we hear, whoa, whoa, whoa. Kevin Owens runs in from the crowd into the ring wearing a Dusty Rhodes shirt of all things. It's so great. So great. So KO's got the mic, and he's like, hey, I know I was told I'm not supposed to be here tonight, but his mic cuts out. Michael Cole says, no, Kevin Owens has been both suspended and fined for what he did to Cody Rhodes in the parking lot at Bad Blood. So he goes over to Corey Graves and he grabs Corey Graves' headset. He puts the headset on, and Cody comes down. Cody makes his way out. Officials come out. They separate the two. Orton then makes his way out to the ring, grabs Cody and pulls him back. And he's like, hey, you go to the back. You get out of here. I'll go talk to Kevin. Cody didn't really want it. Cody didn't want to leave, but eventually he listened. Owens got in the ring. Or Orton got in the ring. So Orton gets in the ring. Kevin's throwing a fit, being held back by security and whatnot. And he grabs him. Orton grabs Owens. Owens yells at him. So Orton, boom, decks him in the face. Owens goes straight down like a sack of potatoes, grabs his mouth, and just looks at Randy like, what was that for? You really just hit me? He rolls out of the ring. He runs off through the crowd, walks off through the crowd. And Nick Aldis is just like, someone go find Kevin right now. He's not supposed to be here. Go get him. Meanwhile, Cody is being brought to the back through the entranceway. Go to commercial break. When we come back, we got our women's tag title match that only went 2 minutes and 11 seconds. We showed Trick Williams in the crowd. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven were also at ringside. So Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson jump-started the match. It actually looked really good early on, getting the advantage of the champions. Basically, it was Belair and Cargill were kind of overlooking them at first. And so Jackson and Legend were getting the fast tags in and out, basically keeping Bianca down for most of this match. So Jackson at one point flipped off Legend's shoulders onto Bianca's back for a 2 count. Felt like it might have hurt Bianca a little bit. Jackson then hit a running neck breaker on Belair for another 2. Cargill and Legend then had a brief moment, but Cargill was disposed to the outside. The rest of the action then spilled to the outside as well. Legend then kicked Green over the commentary table when she tried to interject herself. Belair then finally slid back into the ring, jumped for the hot tag. Jade went crazy, cleared house, and they pinned Jakar Jackson to pick up the victory and retain the tag titles. So, yeah. Nothing bad here, but it wasn't all that great either. Literally, they got 2 minutes and 11 seconds. What are we? Back to the Give Divas a Chance era? This ain't good. They tried to cram 6 women into this segment, and yeah, this ain't good. At least we got a lot more with the women later on in the night. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what the point of this match was. Why do it if we're only going to do 2 minutes? Like, really? Cody Rhodes was shown by his bus, talking with Nick Aldis and Randy Orton. Orton was trying to calm Cody down and was like, get in your bus and leave. You don't need to be here. I'm going to go take care and talk to Kevin. I'll find him in the back. Nick Aldis is like, hey, you got Gunther in a couple of weeks of Crown Jewel, and we need you to win that for us. Basically, Raw versus SmackDown. And Cody's like, okay, understand. I got this. Cody goes get in the bus. Aldis then says, Randy Orton, voice of reason. Who would have thought? I like that line. I thought that was funny. So then we got a long segment with Naomi and Nia Jax. Tiffany was out there. This led to a match. A bunch of Raw women came out. It was a whole thing. So Jax came out with Tiffany by saying that Bayley put on one hell of a fight at Bad Blood. Jax started getting what treatments? Crowd was not really into this. She said that nobody on the planet can beat her. Not even the champion on Raw, Liv Morgan. Jax called Morgan a little girl. Jax says that she will annihilate her at Crown Jewel and become the first ever women's Crown Jewel champion. Jax said that after that, Tiffany will then cash in on Liv Morgan. Well, actually, she said after I beat Liv, she then grabbed Tiffany, put her in like a headlock, like swung her around and was like, it's Tiffy time, because that's when you're going to cash in on Liv. And Tiff's like, yeah, sure, yeah. So Tiffany hasn't officially turned, but she's all but there as a babyface now. So, where was I? Naomi then made her way out to the ring. She got in the ring, and her and Nia kind of went back and forth. I don't like you. You don't like me. I don't want to see your face. I want to fight you, this, that. And then finally she was just like, Nia, Nick Aldis, if you're hearing this, send a ref out. I'll fight Naomi right now. We did get a match, but it was a non-title match. Before this started, well, actually, right as this match was about to start, Liv Morgan's music hit, and out would come Liv, Raquel, and Dom. As far as the match, we saw almost 10 minutes of it. It started during the break. The match started in progress, and Naomi was kind of messing with Jax early on until Jax overpowered her and worked over Naomi's back. Jax then ran Naomi into the ring post and posed on the apron before running Naomi's head into the ring post. Jax then worked a chin lock. Naomi worked out of it and planted Jax. Jax rolled under the bottom rope, where Naomi hit her with a split leg drop. Jax then walked to the outside of the ring, and Naomi drop kicked her into the ring post. Naomi then hopped onto the barricade, but Jax caught her with a Samoan drop on the floor. She splatted Naomi. Oh boy. Jax then told Morgan and Dom that they were nasty and they smelled as we went to a commercial break. When the show returned, Jax had control until she missed a senton. Naomi followed this up with a series of kicks and a running bulldog into the second turnbuckle. Naomi then landed a crossbody from the top for a good near fall. Naomi hit a springboard kick to the head and then landed a corkscrew plancha on Jax, who was on the outside. Stratton then tried to attack Naomi, but Raquel stopped Stratton and Naomi kicked Stratton. Naomi then went to the top, but Jax cut her off and set her up with her finish. Raquel distracted the referee and Morgan hit Jax with the Money in the Bank briefcase. From there, Naomi hit a running powerbomb on Jax and picked up the victory. So yeah, Naomi beat the WWE Women's Champion. After the match, Rhea Ripley's music played. She came out and attacked Raquel. Morgan retreated into the ring where Jax grabbed Morgan. Ripley took out Jax and Morgan and Dom. So the heels then ran away. All I'm going to say is, all of this ain't over yet. Just wait till Monday. We got bit donations from Esports Gaming Rules. He says, I saw on X/Twitter, Hornswoggle signed a WWE Legends contract. Congrats to him, and I can't wait for Motor City Machine Guns to debut in WWE. And I remember them in their days in TNA Impact Wrestling. Well, I mean, they wrestled for TNA just earlier this year. Also, let's see, Swoggle. Where? Let's see. I didn't see the Swoggle Legends deal, so let's see. Let's see, Dylan Postel. I'm not even seeing his. Does he have a Twitter? Because I don't even see Twitter for him at all. Like I see him. Oh, here we go. Dylan Postel. So did he post it or did somebody else post it? I'm not seeing anything from him. But I don't know where you saw it. You saw it on Twitter, but I didn't see anything posted from him. Let's see. Hornswoggle. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Maybe I just missed it. Okay, let me see. I think I found the clip. Oh, it's this. Okay, that's why. It's from a show he did tonight, ACW, where he announced he signed a Legends deal. Gotcha. And it was just posted a couple hours ago. Like we're at the end of Smackdown. Let me see. He said, as of last week, I signed a WWE Legends deal. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Very, very, very cool. Moving forward, Carmelo Hayes was backstage with an ice pack and ran into Nick Aldis. Melo said that Andrade screwed him out of the title. Really didn't, but okay. Aldis brought up a Game 7 moment between Andrade and Hayes, with the winner getting a U.S. title shot yet again. Legado del Fantasma showed up. Santos Escobar told Aldis that Melo and Andrade seemed to have permanent spots in the title lineup. Aldis said that Escobar came up short in his shot, so they all came up short. Aldis said, next week, Los Garza will have a special team. And if Los Garza win, they'll receive a tag title shot. So it seems like we're going to get Los Garza, Berto, and Angel, I guess Motor City Machine Guns. Because, well, Motor City Machine Guns are debuting next week. We did get a new hype video with the streets of Detroit shown. Where at the end, we saw somebody spray painting a wall. And spray paint said MCMG. Then said next week. So the Motor City Machine Guns are coming next week on SmackDown. And it looks like they're going to be facing Berto and Angel. So that's really, really cool. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin were at one point slated to go down to NXT, but that all got changed. According to Fightful, it didn't get changed because of the Lucha Bros thing, but kind of feels like it might have got changed because the Lucha Bros ain't coming into SmackDown anymore. But regardless, Shelley and Sabin are awesome. Shelley and Sabin are amazing, and I can't wait till a new crop of eyes get to see them. Because there's probably a lot of people who may have heard of them, may not have heard of them, and either way, haven't seen them. Some people may have seen Alex Shelley briefly when he teamed with Kushida in the Dusty Classic. Other than that, Sabin hasn't done anything in WWE, and Shelley only had like a few matches. So, really, really cool. And it seems like they are going to be the Motor City Machine Guns because the thing, MCMG, was the spray paint. You ain't putting that if they're not Motor City Machine Guns. So Sikoa was shown in the dark room. Said Jimmy might be big bro. Tonight, Sikoa is a tribal chief. Jimmy will acknowledge him. Cole reminded everybody, Mania tickets and deal tickets, 2-for-1 tickets, and all kinds of sales will be starting in 2 weeks for WrestleMania. We got a video package highlighting last week's ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Street Profits and DIY were then arguing backstage with Nick Aldis. Aldis was like, hey, I got a new tag team coming next week. I'm going to go deal with that. Figure this out. And Ford's like, I got a new team I got to deal with? What is going on? Out of nowhere, Aldis then looked concerned and started yelling for help. We go out to the loading dock, and Kevin Owens is stomping the crap out of Randy Orton on the concrete. He's just stomping away, beating the shit out of Kevin Owens, and eventually officials grab Owens and get him out of there. Didn't hear any other word on Randy after this, but yeah. Cole mistakenly called Kevin Owens Kevin Dunn at one point while talking from his announce desk. So, yeah, there's that. Cole then set up a video package recapping the Hell in a Cell match with Punk and McIntyre. We then got a recap. Solo Sikoa turning on Jimmy back in April when Tama Tonga made his debut, which led into a 14-minute match. Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso, brother versus brother, little brother versus big brother. The match starts. Jimmy looks to the outside, where Solo's bloodline was surrounding the ring. Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu. Jimmy looked concerned, and Solo told Jimmy, I'm the tribal chief. And Jimmy looked frustrated, like, you ain't my tribal chief. Jimmy teased acknowledging him. Solo went to attack, but Solo ran into a Jimmy slap and a punch to the face. Jimmy moved and sent Sikoa to the outside. From there, Jimmy hit a suicide dive through the ropes, and the crowd chanted Uso. Back in the ring, Jimmy came off the top, but Sikoa countered with somewhat of a spike to Jimmy's throat. Jacob Fatu hit Jimmy, who was draped over the top rope. Sikoa toyed with Jimmy until Jimmy ran Solo's head into a series of turnbuckles. Jimmy then ran for a suplex, but Sikoa blocked it and clotheslined Jimmy on the apron. Sikoa then punched Jimmy on the apron, and Fatu attacked Jimmy again on the outside. Solo then put up the fingers in the air, and the show went to a commercial break. When the show returned, Sikoa landed a hip attack on Jimmy. Jimmy smacked Sikoa and fired up, but it didn't really matter. Solo came back with a spinning heel kick. For the third time, Jacob Fatu hit Jimmy with the referee not looking. Sikoa then lifted Jimmy, but Jimmy got out of it and landed a DDT. Jimmy then chopped the hell out of his little brother, and Solo came back with a spinning solo for a near fall. Sikoa then hit another hip attack and posed for the crowd. They booed him. Sikoa went for yet another hip attack, but ran into a super kick from Jimmy. After a few failed attempts, Jimmy landed a Uranagi and went to the top for a crossbody and only got a 2 off of it. Fatu and the rest of the bloodline hopped on the apron, and Jimmy fought them off. Jimmy then hit a Samoan drop on Sikoa and got a 2. Jimmy then went to the top. Tama Tonga distracted the referee, and Fatu pushed Jimmy off the top. Sikoa then hit a Samoan spike and got the pin to pick up the victory. So Solo does defeat Jimmy. They then go to beat down Jimmy when out comes Roman Reigns. Roman came out after about a minute or so. In the aisle, he gave Jacob Fatu a Superman punch. OTC chants from the crowd. Roman and Solo exchanged punches in the ring, but Fatu would attack Roman from behind. Jimmy tried to help, but Fatu took him out as well, complete with a moonsault. Skull then hit Samoan Spike on Roman, and Reigns sold the hell out of it like he was dead. Not quite dead, but Roman sold the crap out of this. Like, it took him out. Couldn't get to his feet. He was holding his throat like it hurt like hell. Skull and the Bloodline left the ring and walked up the ramp as their music played. Jimmy then mouthed to Roman, "We need him. We need help." Roman gave him a look like, "We need help." So they may be going for Jay. They need help of the IC champion. But overall, really good SmackDown. Building some stuff up. I believe they're building up Bloodline versus Bloodline for War Games. But with that, let's get the poll going here on Twitch really fast. What did you think of SmackDown? I liked it. It was right. I didn't get. But with that, let's go check the other polls. Remember, not long after we finish this live stream, we're going to come back with another live stream. We're going to be live youtube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited, twitch.tv/Timmy Buddy. Going to be playing some Fortnite. Going to give you guys some extra content tonight. So we got that poll. We've got that poll. And we've got this poll. So as far as the Threads poll does go, 60% liked the show. 40% thought it was just all right. Looking at the Twitter X poll, 81% liked the show. 12% thought it was just all right. And 6% didn't like it. And YouTube community poll, 82% liked the show. 12% thought it was just all right. And 6% didn't like it. It's basically the same thing. Some of the comments here, one person did call it boring. Another person with a bunch of heart emojis, and this person says they loved it. Looking at the YouTube live poll, 77% liked it, 19% thought it was just all right, and 5% didn't like it. And finally, everybody that voted on Twitch liked the show. With that, guys, that's going to wrap everything up. I want to say thank you for joining me here. Twitch.tv/PWU Unlimited, YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited, and podcast services all around the globe like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Pod, Apple Pod, Anchor, iHeartRadio, and so much more. Remember, tomorrow is AEW Wrestle Dream. We'll be back recap on all of that. So have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys.